When we talk about cybersecurity, it's natural for most people to gravitate towards confidentiality. Confidentiality is all about understanding and managing and mitigating the risk of our data being disclosed in an unauthorized manner, right? Confidentiality is all about unauthorized disclosure of our data or information. So it's all about keeping our secret secret. So we think about confidentiality as, I don't want anyone to get access to my bank account. I don't want anyone to know my password. I don't want anyone to know my health information. And that's all important. But in the current day and age that we live, where whether we recognize it or not, we live in a digital world. Most of our life we spend utilizing and on computers. When I say that, I sometimes get pushback going, no, Eric, that's not true. Okay, 2 experiments. 1, keep track of how much time you're in front of a screen. Whether it's texting, whether it's checking the weather, whether it's email, whether it's web. I bet you if you look at our waking hours for most people, it's at least 70, 80, maybe 90% of our time are online. So we absolutely live in an online world. Second, how long can you go? How long can you go without any computers, electronics, or internet? I always love this when I say people are addicted to their cell phones. People are addicted to the internet. They go, no, I'm not. Great, give me your phone. Most people can't last 10 minutes. Most people can't last an hour, and I don't know anybody that can last 10 days. Let me help you out. If you can't go hours without something, it's called an addiction, right? And we are addicted to these devices. So we need to recognize that when we're online, it's not just confidentiality that's at play. Don't you want your data to be accurate? I always go, yes, I don't want somebody to find out my bank account number, and I don't want somebody to find out my health information. But if they did, that's not the problem. The problem is if they change it. Well, if you increase my bank account, that's okay. I just don't want you decreasing it. All right? And in a lot of cases, it's not the health information. It's if they modify or alter it. And doctors have the wrong information and they treat you for the wrong illness, right? That becomes problematic. So this I in CIA triad, integrity, starts to become really important. How do we know our data is accurate and correct and not altered? Since we live most of our lives online, don't we want accurate and correct data? Don't we want our information to be reliable? So I would start saying, okay, we're going beyond confidentiality. In a lot of cases, while disclosure is nice, the integrity is critical or a must. And then we get to our last piece in the CIA triad, availability. What if a site is down? What if the internet is down? That becomes problematic, right? That becomes a huge issue that's out there. So we often just assume that, oh, we want to keep our data confidential and we want to preserve the integrity. But in many cases, those don't matter if the data is not available. What if all of your bank account information disappeared? What if all of your health information, boom, disappeared and was gone? That would be problematic. If your bank couldn't figure out how much money you had in your accounts, if all that data was gone and not available, it's worse than disclosure. It's worse than alteration because it's gone. They can't get access to it. And what if all your health information is gone and can no longer be accessed? So we need to make sure when we're looking at cybersecurity that we're taking this very holistic approach that goes beyond confidentiality. It's balancing confidentiality, integrity, and availability, and making sure that we're protecting our data against disclosure, alteration, and denied access. It's not pick one or pick two. In the current day and age that we live, we need to pick all three.